Some travel essentials take a bit of convincing before you buy them. Others only become truly valuable after you've used them for years. And then there are the products you look back on and think, why didn't I buy this so much sooner? Hey, Johannes from GearUpYourLife here, and today I'm going to show you 8 travel essentials I genuinely wish I had bought years earlier. But because we recently hit 20,000 subscribers, I wanted to do something a little different this time. Throughout this video, you'll have the chance to win many of the products you're about to see instead of buying them yourself. I'll explain exactly how to enter as we go through the video, and make sure you stick around until the very end, because I'll also show you 4 additional travel essentials that I wish I had bought much sooner, and of course you'll have the chance to win those as well. But with that being said, let's get started. So let's start with the newest travel essential on this list, and it's this backpack right here, the Tomtoc Navigator T66 lightweight in the 40-liter ripstop version. This is one of those products I genuinely wish I had bought much earlier, because when I first started traveling, there was absolutely no way I was going to spend $300 or even $400 on a backpack, and looking back, I really didn't need to. For just under $100, you get a backpack that genuinely feels far more premium than you'd expect. The materials feel great, you get YKK zippers, durable ripstop fabric, a really comfortable harness system, and a surprisingly good laptop compartment that easily fits my complete travel work setup. What I also really like is that it opens completely like a suitcase, making it much easier to pack than a traditional backpack, while still giving you quick access whenever you need something during the day. And with around 40 liters of capacity, it's honestly the perfect size for about a week of travel without checked luggage. Overall, I genuinely think this is one of the best value travel backpacks I've tested so far, especially if you're just getting into travel or simply don't want to spend hundreds of dollars on a backpack. If you'd like to know more about it, I also made a full review over on my review channel where I cover everything in much more detail. Now, because we've just reached 20,000 subscribers, Tomtoc was kind enough to provide this exact backpack for one of you. So if you'd like to enter, simply leave a comment with either Tomtoc or Navigator T66 down below, and you're automatically entered into the giveaway for this backpack. And with that being said, let's move on to travel essential number 2. So next up is my Bellroy Lite Sling Mini, and this is one of those products that took me completely by surprise, because when I first bought it, I actually thought there's no way this little sling is worth almost $80. And to be honest, I was pretty skeptical. But after using it for well over a year now, through airports, cafes, city trips, and just everyday life, it slowly became the sling I reach for almost every single time. The biggest reason is actually not the organization or the storage, it's simply how comfortable it is. At only around 185 grams, it's so lightweight that after a couple of minutes, you almost forget you're even wearing it. And despite being the mini version, it still fits pretty much everything I normally carry throughout the day, from my wallet and power bank to my sunglasses, and even a small water bottle. Looking back, this is definitely one of those products I wish I had bought much sooner, because I honestly think I've used it more than any other sling bag I've ever owned. And by the way, as you've probably already noticed, if there's a specific product from today's video that you'd like to win, simply leave a comment with either the product name or the brand name, and you'll automatically be entered for that specific giveaway. And if you want to win all 8 products, well, you can simply comment all 8. Now, unlike the Tomtoc backpack, this one and many more products here aren't provided by any sponsors. I actually wanted to buy a brand new Bellroy Lite Sling myself and give it away to one of you as a little thank you for helping us reach 20,000 subscribers. So if you'd like to win it, simply comment Bellroy or Lite Sling Mini and you're in. But now let's move on to travel essential number 3. Our third travel essential is this carry-on from Level 8. And as many of you probably already know, Level 8 has been a long-term sponsor of this channel, but more importantly, they've also been my favorite carry-on brand for that mid-range price category for the last couple of years. This is the Level 8 textured carry-on, and I've personally been traveling with it for almost 2 years now. From weekend trips and flights across Europe all the way to longer international trips, it's been on more flights than I can count. What I like most about it is that it simply gets the basics right. It rolls incredibly smoothly, the telescopic handle feels really solid, the hard shell has held up surprisingly well over the last 2 years, and inside you get a simple but really practical organization system that makes packing super easy. Looking back, this is definitely one of those purchases I wish I had made much earlier, because it's one of the few travel products I never really have to think about. I just pack it, head to the airport, and know it's going to do exactly what it's supposed to do. And the best part is that this exact suitcase is of course also part of the giveaway. A huge thank you to Level 8 for providing it completely free for one of you. And if you're currently looking for a new carry-on, I definitely recommend checking them out. I genuinely think their suitcases offer one of the best value for money ratios in this price range, and I honestly believe they're well worth the roughly $150 price tag. Next up is this Anker Prime charger, and I think this might be one of the best examples in today's video of a product I wish I had bought much sooner. Now, I'll be honest, this charger definitely isn't cheap. At around $150, it took me quite a while to finally convince myself to buy it, but after traveling with it for the last couple of months, I honestly don't want to go back. Instead of carrying a separate laptop charger, a phone charger, and sometimes even another charger for my camera or other devices, I can now just bring this one charger, 1 or 2 cables, and I'm basically done. It has enough power to charge my MacBook without any problem, multiple USB-C ports, a USB-A port, and I also really like the small display on the front because it shows exactly how much power each device is drawing. It's one of those little features you don't think you need until you have it. Another thing I love is that the plugs fold down completely. completely. It sounds like a tiny detail, but when you're packing and unpacking your tech pouch every couple of days, it just makes everything cleaner and takes up less space. So yes, it's definitely a buy once, cry once kind of product, but if you travel with multiple devices, I genuinely think it's worth every penny. And because this one is coming directly from me, one of you will also win this exact charger. Simply comment either Anker or Anker Prime Charger, and you're automatically entered into the giveaway for this one. Now let's move on to the next travel essential. Next up is this little flashlight from Wuben, the Wuben E8. Now I know a flashlight probably isn't the first thing that comes to mind when you think about travel essentials. And of course, I used to think exactly the same. But after carrying one for a while, it quickly became one of those products I didn't want to travel without anymore. Whether I'm walking back to an Airbnb at night, trying to find something inside my backpack, or just dealing with a power outage, I've ended up using it way more often than I ever expected. What I really like about the E8 is that it's not just a flashlight. It also works as a small camping light, comes with interchangeable magnetic diffusers in different colors, has a built-in UV light for things like checking banknotes, and because it runs on a rechargeable AA battery, you can simply charge it with USB-C almost anywhere. It's one of those little gadgets that's just incredibly fun to own, and if you've been around the channel for a while, you probably already know how much I like little products like this. A huge thank you to Wuben for providing this flashlight for the giveaway, and if you haven't checked them out yet, definitely do. Especially their Wuben G5 has been an absolute community favorite ever since I first featured it on the channel. And of course, one last time to enter for this one, simply comment Wuben or Wuben E8 down below, and you're automatically entered into the giveaway for this flashlight. So our next two essentials actually go together, because they're both my favorite pieces of clothing to wear while traveling. On the one hand, we have this merino.tech merino wool t-shirt, and on the other, this incredibly lightweight outdoor research rain jacket. Looking back, these are two pieces of clothing I wish I had bought much sooner, because they've both made traveling so much easier. The merino t-shirt is one of those products that almost feels like cheating. You can wear it for multiple days, it naturally resists odors, regulates your body temperature surprisingly well, and because it dries so quickly, it's perfect if you're traveling carry-on only, or just don't want to do laundry every other day. And then there's this rain jacket. It weighs almost nothing, packs down incredibly small, and has already saved me more times than I can count. Whether it's an unexpected rain shower, strong wind, or even just a colder evening, it's one of those products I always throw into my backpack because sooner or later, I'll be happy I brought it. Neither of these are particularly exciting products, but they're definitely two of the smartest purchases I've made over the last couple of years. And because we're doing this giveaway a little differently, one of you will actually win both of them together as one clothing package. Simply comment clothing down below and you'll automatically be entered for this giveaway. Now let's move on to travel essential number 7. Our next travel essential is actually two products at the same time. These two iNew power banks, the P50 and the P78. And over the last couple of months, they've pretty much replaced every other power bank I used to travel with. The reason is actually pretty simple. They're both incredibly compact, still give you a full 10,000 mAh battery, support up to 45 watt fast charging, and are small enough that I actually carry them every single day instead of leaving them back at the hotel. The P50 has become my favorite if you're simply looking for the best overall value. Comes with a removable USB-C cable, lets you charge up to 3 devices at once, has a percentage display on the front, and for around $35, I honestly think it's one of the best travel power banks you can currently buy. The P78, on the other hand, is the one I'd recommend if you're an iPhone user. You still get the same fast wire charging and 10,000 mAh battery, but now you also get Qi 2 MagSafe charging, which makes it much more convenient if you like charging your phone wirelessly while you're on the go. Looking back, these are definitely two products I wish I had bought much sooner, because no matter where I'm traveling, a power bank is always one of the first things that goes into my backpack. A huge thank you to iNew for providing both of these power banks for today's giveaway. If you'd like the chance to win them, simply comment either iNew or power banks down below and you'll automatically be entered for this giveaway. Last but definitely not least, we have this Peak Design phone case. And the reason I decided to include this one in the giveaway is actually pretty simple. I don't think I would have ever spent $50 on a phone case myself, and I know many of you probably feel exactly the same, but after using it for the last couple of years, it has honestly become one of my favorite travel accessories. It's incredibly well built, the magnets are super strong, it works perfectly with the entire Peak Design ecosystem, and being able to quickly mount my phone on a tripod, bike, or car mount has been far more useful than I ever expected. It's definitely one of those products that seems expensive at first, but once you've used it for a while, you completely understand why so many people swear by it. And because this one is also coming directly from me, simply comment phone case followed by your phone mode. For example, phone case iPhone 16 Pro, so I know exactly which version to send if you win. And with that being said, let's move on to 4 bonus travel gadgets that I also wish I had bought much sooner. But before we jump into the 4 bonus gadgets, I quickly wanted to mention one thing. Unlike the products you've seen so far, these next 4 gadgets can only be won through my free newsletter. And not only these 4, you'll also have the chance to win 4 additional travel products, meaning there are 8 exclusive giveaways waiting for newsletter subscribers. Besides that, you'll also be joining a community of more than 2,500 travelers, where I regularly share new travel gear, honest recommendations, behind the scenes updates, and products that never make it into a full YouTube video. And as a little bonus, you'll instantly unlock my free Gear Vault bundle, including 8 packing guides, over 75 tested travel gadgets, and my personal travel tip cards, completely free. But now, here's a little preview of the 4 bonus gadgets. So our first bonus gadget is actually another carry-on from Level 8. As I mentioned earlier in the video, Level 8 has been my favorite carry-on brand in that mid-range price category for the last couple of years. So if you don't end up winning the first suitcase, here's your second chance. Just like the other one, it offers fantastic value for the money, rolls incredibly smoothly, has a lightweight yet durable polycarbonate shell, and is simply one of those suitcases I never really have to worry about when I'm traveling. Next up is the Bellroy Hide and Seek wallet. I've been using this wallet for years now, and even though it's incredibly slim, it still fits everything I normally carry. It's made from premium leather, built to last, and just one of those products that gets better the longer you own it. Our third bonus gadget is the ESR 3-in-1 charger. If you're traveling with an iPhone, Apple Watch, and AirPods, this thing is honestly a game changer. Instead of carrying 3 different chargers, you simply fold this one out, charge everything at the same time, and save a surprising amount of space inside your backpack or tech pouch. And finally, we have the Tortuga Packable Day Pack. This is one of my favorite foldable backpacks because it packs down incredibly small, but still gives you a full-size day pack whenever you need one. Whether it's for groceries, a beach day, hiking, or simply exploring a new city, it's one of those products that's incredibly easy to bring along and incredibly useful once you actually need it. Alright guys, that's it for today's video. I just wanted to say thank you again for helping us reach 20,000 subscribers. It honestly means a lot, and this giveaway is simply my way of giving a little something back to this amazing community. If you haven't entered yet, make sure to check the description for all the giveaway details before the deadline. And if you're looking for even more travel gear that's actually worth buying, I definitely recommend checking out the video right over here on the left. And if you haven't subscribed yet, you can do that right over here on the right, because after this giveaway, there are already a lot more travel gear videos coming your way. Thank you so much for watching all the way until the end, and as always, safe travels guys.